They end up missing their shots because when they make contact with their forehand, look, their body ends up opening. Once again, a lot of players, they hit their forehands and it's inconsistent because of this one reason. When they're hitting again, their body is open. You need to make sure that you keep your body turned throughout your shot. A lot of players, again, they go like this with their body instead of being like this. Once again, you want to make sure that your body is always turned at contact, before contact, throughout contact, and then open your body up. I want you to think, even if you're hitting an open stance, watch, if I'm hitting a closed stance, right? Here we are. So I go, I turn to the ball, here we are, I hit contact, here we are, look how I'm staying turned, right? For the open stance still, look, here we are, I go, I hit, here we are, I make contact, here we are, I make contact, I follow through, boom. I still keep my body turned throughout the shot. All the power comes from the rotation, all the consistency, all the control, all the good stuff in your forehand, guys, comes from the rotation. If you don't have rotation, or if you give up your rotation, you're not going to be able to hit a good shot. So how do we ensure that we stay turned throughout our shot? Well, number one, you don't want to open. But a lot of players, they start open. They don't even turn their darn bodies. And if you don't turn your body, if you just turn your body next time you're on court, you're going to see tremendous improvement, okay? So how do we ensure that we turn our body and start ourselves in the proper position, okay? How do we do it? Instead of taking our racket back with our dominant hand, we're going to push our racket back with our non-dominant hand. Once again, instead of taking my racket back with my dominant hand, I'm going to push my racket back with my non-dominant hand. By pushing this racket back like this, that's going to ensure now that my body is turned properly and now I am rotated, okay? Now, how do we ensure that I stay like this? Okay, so I'm turned. Why? Because I'm pushing the racket back with my non-dominant hand. A great exercise to do this. Instead of just going like this for your forehand, you're going to get your hand, top hand, and you're just going to work on taking the racket back. Taking the racket back, and then you're going to put your bottom hand on, and then you're going to keep on turning your body, okay? Now, how do we ensure that we stay turned? It's very easy, using our non-dominant hand. So not only do we utilize our non-dominant hand on the take back, now throughout my shot, I'm going to keep it in front of me at all times. People open up because even if they turn, watch what happens. They pull their arm away from their body and then they go ahead and look, their chest is open. Again, a lot of players, what they do is they'll turn, which is good if you do that, all right, but then they'll pull their hand away and then they'll open up, okay? They'll do this. What you want to do is you want to keep this hand on this side of your body throughout your swing. A great way to ensure that your non-dominant hand stays on that side and that you don't open up throughout your contact is think that you're with handcuffs, okay? Your wrists are tied together. So if I go like this, I can't go like this, right? They're both going to go together because they're tied together. They're handcuffed, right? So if you can think that you have handcuffs on your wrist, wherever your left hand goes, your right hand goes. Wherever your right hand goes, your left hand goes. That's going to ensure that you are much more synchronized and you don't open up by pulling that hand out, because again, they have to go together. The next thing that you can do is you can really think about your hips, okay? So not only are my wrists together, right? But also look at my hips. I am keeping my hips sideways, okay? Even on that open stance, my hands are together. I'm keeping my hips sideways throughout my shot. I'm still keeping them, here we are, here we are, here we are, and then I'm going to open up. So you can think about your hips as well. You want to make sure your hips are facing sideways. So not only with the wrists, not only with the hips, okay? The next thing that you can do is I want you to visualize that you have a Nike symbol or a logo on your shirt. Whenever you turn, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide that logo. Can you see my microphone right now? My microphone's going to be my logo. Can you see my microphone right now? No, you can't, right? You still can't see it. You still can't see it. You still can't see it, and then you hit. You don't want to show your microphone or logo on your shirt. So that's another way that you can visualize it, okay? Now, after we do that, after we turn throughout our contact, now we have to make sure that we finish and then open up. A lot of players, what they do is they might turn throughout the contact, but then when they finish, they'll just go all the way around their body. You need to make sure, watch, I turn, take the racket back, I hold my turn. I keep on holding my turn. I keep on holding, I keep on holding it. Here we are, here we are, here we are. I finish, and then I open up. So you always want to finish before you go to the next ball. You don't want to go to the next ball and then finish That'll be another reason while you open up. So a great drill to do to get this down is all you're going to do is you're going to toss the ball up in there once, twice, 3 times, and you're going to just hold your finish. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, going to let it bounce twice, go turn. Here we are. See how my body's still turned? Here we are. Hips and my arm, I'm taking it back. 1 more. Let it bounce twice so you have time. So by turning your body again, it'll get you a much more controlled, consistent, and concise shot. Utilize these tips before, during, and after your stroke, and you're going to be so much better off when you hit. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure to follow me on the gram, and I'll see you guys next time on court.